Yo. Okay, that was bad. Um yeah, I love being bald. Look at this. Look at this dome of greatness right here. Um yeah, right now I wouldn't trade it for anything. I just want to shine bright like a diamond. I think if I could just like that have a full head of hair, I think I would accept it. I probably would, but also think that I'm so used to being bald by now that I would just shave it or like trim it down to like 1 millimeter. And of course, it wasn't always like that. It's been a long journey, but if you are dealing with a bald head or you're balding or you have a receding hairline, bald spots, you're going through it, or it's just started happening to you, I highly suggest you watch this video. Or if you're just insecure about something about yourself, because it's a matter of perspective. One thing is just going through it and getting to know the new you, but another thing is, yeah, perspective, how you look at yourself, and how you deal with an ever-changing body, face, hair, all the things that keep changing on a person, especially when you grow up. So my dad is completely bald, and it was that way since in his early 20s. I also have a brother which did not inherit our dad's hair or lack of hair. He got our mother's, so he has a full head of hair, and it does not look like he's going to lose it, which I'm very happy for him. I truly am. I'm not jealous or like hate him for it or anything. It's just to show that sometimes you get some genes that you have to struggle with a bit more. And so I did, because I did have a full head of hair once, and I liked my hair, and I still have hair. Like, it just grows, in this area. If I just grew out this, it would be very thick around here, and then the top, the dome, is very thin and silky. I could pull it off still. I could. I know I could. It would just like it's just very obvious, very very obvious. And if you don't know me by now, when I do something, I go all in. I do it or I don't do it. It's the same with hair. Either I have hair or I don't have hair. But the journey to here, because I'm 28 years old, and my hair started thinning when I was about 20. I remember clearly that I was going to this folk high school. We call it højskole, and I believe it's called folk high school. When you try to explain it in English, it's basically a place where you go for half a year. Some people go for many years, and like so one stay is 4.5 months, up to 6 months. But then you get the opportunity to keep staying, because a lot of people do, because it's amazing. It's an amazing place to be, and I'm going to talk about it in another episode. But basically, it's a place where people from the age of 18 towards like in the 30s. Some people are 40, but it's rare though. You come to learn about something you want to learn about. It can be health and fitness. It can be a place where you learn to draw. It can be combat sports, which is the folk high school I chose. And I had a blast. It was amazing. But my hair also started thinning. And one day, going to lunch, one of my friends just told me, Emil, what's going on, man? Your hair is like, you where is your hair? It also has to be said that I was experimenting with a vegan diet on the, I really tried to do it full time because of the person I am. I go all in, and I made a lot of mistakes. So that really made the hair thinning go a lot faster. Whereas so it was not just my genetics making me bald. It was also myself speeding up the process of balding, which I changed later. Now I just eat a mainly meat-based and fruit diet, milk and eggs, fish. But that's another topic. But he just said, yeah, man, what's going on? And I started to notice that my hairline was receding, but also the hair was starting to be really brittle. And I didn't like it. So I did what any 20-year-old would do. I tried to fix it. I tried to make myself look better, not look like a hair thinning person. I also had a girlfriend at the time, which I found at the folk high school. We had a great couple of years together, and she was very supportive. She didn't mention anything. Yeah, you know, I don't think it's as important to your girlfriend as it is to you, right? But yeah, I started by trimming the sides and around here, making it very short, because if there's no hair here, the hair that you do have will look a lot thicker. That's just the way things work. And I did that for a while, and as the years went by, I finished the folk high school. I went to work and live with my then girlfriend in Odense, here in Denmark. And of course, you can't stop your genetics. This wasn't malnourishment, because I got that fixed, and the hair that I did have got its normal strength back and vigor. Yeah, so everything, like, progressively it got worse, and I started trimming the hair to make it like I kept doing that strategy tactic of like making it try to look thicker and getting the right haircuts, but it just did get worse and worse. Of course, my hair got thinner and thinner. At the time, it felt like worse and worse, because I was losing something that I did not choose to lose. I had not chosen this path. It was just happening, and I had to find a way to cope with my changing looks. And it was like, it took some years, from 20 until now. It was it was 1.5 years ago I chose to go fully bald. So I did. Like, I started trimming it down to 12 millimeters, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And going from 1 millimeter to bald, that was scary. I was like, even though it's almost the same, like going fully bald, that was crazy. But it was so liberating at the end, because now I'm here. We've made it. There's nothing else I can do. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I just have to, once a week or every other week, just shave it down again. Okay, so what am I trying to say with this? I did not feel like it was awesome for a few years. And I got comments, and it wasn't bad. It was just people trying to be supportive, or trying to like make conversation, or just people I knew in my life wanted to know, okay, how do you feel about that? Because it's very physically obvious. Like, shit is going on. Something is happening. How are you dealing with it? And I learned to live with the fact that I was going to be bald. And I always knew that I was going to be fully bald one day. So I was preparing myself to change into that identity, because it was going to happen. The proof was my dad. Luckily, I think that I had a handsome dad, and he looked just fine bald. So you can sort of say that he showed me the way by not trying to do a lot of things to try and fix that he was not going, that he was bald. But leading up to my final surrender of being bald, I did check out the options of getting hair transplants. Or I even saw someone doing something with wigs, but that was not me at all. But luckily, I figured out that if you're going to do all that, like, it's completely fine if you do it, but at some point you'll get back to the same problem, the same issue, that you are going bald. And once all your natural hairs, which aren't planted, so basically what they do, they take hair follicles out of your neck because you have so many, and they implant them here. It's it looks like a crazy procedure. And I could go to some country and get it done for very cheap compared to doing it in Denmark. And I did think about it for a while, but then I realized, like, once it doesn't look, it is not going to look good forever, like normal. All your other hairs will also bald, and then you'll have to do it again and again. And I could just see into the future that this was going to be a problem if I tried to fix it all the time, and it would take a huge mental toll on me. So I just surrendered to the person that I was, and what I looked like, and what I was going to look like. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful feeling. Just accepting, like, this is who I am. This is how I look. And I like it. I really like it. I like being bald. And I like the practicality of it. I don't have bad hair days. I don't. And I don't have hair everywhere. Yeah. But I like it because I love myself. Not in a narcissistic way, but just truly, like, I think I'm awesome. I really do. And that also means that being bald is awesome. And if some people don't like the way I look, that's fine. You don't have to talk to me or look at me. But I think young Emil, this guy, going through the balding, it was like the whole process was a gift. I had to learn to let go of something that I thought belonged to me, or like was owed to me, or like whether you're balding or you get some, I don't know, some genetic disease, or something happens to you in your life, you lose your job, or mainly physical things, like you get older, you get wrinkles everywhere, or you go blind, or you go bald, or you like whatever, right? Somewhere in that very painful process, there is the gift of letting go, learning to let go. And some men will not learn this lesson ever. They will keep chasing the high of like looking like what's trending, what you're supposed to look like, or being the most beautiful guy on a physical level. Because having a full head of hair is like a lion's mane, you know. It is very beautiful. It does give a like beautiful sense of individuality on the facade. Like my two boys, they have some beautiful hair, and my one son, he got my genetics. Not like I don't think he will go bald, but because he has some very thick hair, but he got the curls that I also had, and it just looks so good on him. But I would still have been suffering a lot if I did not let go of what I thought I needed to look like. Right? You get it? So you either train to love yourself exactly for who you are and letting go of what you need to let go of, or you cling on to something that will eventually leave you. And the latter is very painful, and you are making it painful. You are not letting go of what you need to let go of. It might be a relationship that is very bad for you. Like relationships or hanging on to your hair. Like, it's fine. Look, my hair is fine. Look, everybody. Look how good I look. I'm beautiful, right? Your hair is just falling out. This relationship is going good, right? Everything is fine. So life is constantly trying to teach you something. And it's about stopping and listening. And like, do I even want to fight this battle? So if you're like balding, just own it. Like, truly, just own it, because you're going to go bald, right? And some of course just have a very slow process. Mine was very fast, I think. And of course, if you just have a little receding hairline and you're basically going to have hair for the rest of your life, then maybe having that hair transplant is a good option. For me, it would look awful in a few years' time, because then I would have the strong hair that was transplanted, and all of the other hair would have been like gone. So I would just have patches of hair, and that's And then I had to shave that transplanted hair, right? Yeah. So you need to learn to love yourself. Man, I love myself. I really do. I like the person that I am. I like the way that I look. I traded the hair for a beard, right? So I can focus on the beard. And it's always a work in progress. I try to trim it down and cut it, and no, I still have vanity left in me. I really do. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay. What else do I need to say about this? Yes. So the lesson of losing your hair. Not everyone is going to go through this, but you will go through something that you need to let go of and just accept that that is the way that it is, right? And it's okay. I think the more you can let go of control, how you feel, who you are, what you look like, the more you will learn to just love life and love the process. Living a life with joy is often easier to live with joy when you let go of things, not when you add things. Adding hair transplants, adding wigs, adding these clothes, or adding this job title, or you need to just calm the fuck down and just start to maybe accept that these are the things you like. So you might as well pursue that as a career. This is what I look like. So I might just learn to love the way that I look, or just at least accept it and stop trying to control it and add on to it all the time. This is the way that I feel. If you can feel what you feel. Because most people are asleep and they don't know what a personal feeling is. So that would also be just accepting that I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know how I got here. Then you will learn to go somewhere where you actually want to go. And that's another point. And so it's being bald is fine. Who cares? The only person that cares is you. And if you care so damn much about how people perceive you to be, you will not attract the right people. You will attract other insecure people that care a lot about how they look. Like, I care for myself and I care what I look like, but I don't obsess about it and I don't let it control my life. I just simply take care of myself in a loving way, not in an obsessive way. Yeah. I think you get the point. And if you like the video, please subscribe. And click the like button. It really helps the algorithm. So let's reach some more people. I'll be going to talking about a lot of things. And I'm also working on a night ride series. I just have to figure out all the camera, microphone stuff and all of that. Yeah. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.